So guys, let's look at how can I use technology to help with something like this. So hopefully, again, you'll get the idea of just how to come up with what the angle measures of these things will be. But I'm going to show you a way to come up with at least a visual of where do we land. So you can see some of these aren't even landing in the same place. We got quadrant 1, we got quadrant 2, we got quadrant 4, quadrant 4. So I want to see if I could come up with a way to narrow it down and like eliminate some choices if I didn't know how to do this at all. And what we're going to use is the trig definition, sine and cosine, that we're learning in this first chapter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to the Stat button, S-T-A-T, and I'm going to go to my editor. All right, option number 1. Now, I've got numbers in there. If you don't have numbers, you can just skip ahead to when I start putting the numbers in. But if you do have numbers in there, just go up to the very top where it says L1, L2, and just hit clear, enter. All right, and that clears out the list. I'm going to go over and do it for L2, clear, enter. All right, and now I'm ready to plot. This is just going to be plotting a point. So the x coordinates that I'm going to put in L1, x coordinates come from the cosine of this angle. So I can type cosine 11 pi over 3. Hit enter. All right, it's going to give me a number, and then go over here and do the same thing, but now the sine. L2 are going to be my y coordinates. The sine of 11 pi, and then I'm going to do divide by 3. Hit enter. There's my point, positive a half, negative 0.8666. Right, and if that's right, that's down. So right and down, right and down. So it's going to be either A or C. Right, and again, if you can't tell from that, you can graph this. You can look at a graph. You just hit second stat plot. Right, plot 1 on L1, L2. That's the list that I'm working in, and then just hit graph. Sorry, I got something in my Y1s. Let me take my Y equals and clear that out. Right, now I'm gonna go back to the graph. All right, it's off center because of that graph that I had in there. You can always hit zoom 6. That's the standard, Z standard. That's negative 10 to 10. So there's my little point that's right there in the corner. That's very zoomed out. I can do window, and then instead of negative 10 to 10, do something like negative 2, and then graph. So there's where my point is. Use that to help me come up with what the graph would be, or what the correct value would be. So cosine and sine, that's the secret little trick there. Set up, you just go to your stat editor. Again, that's what I have in that button. I put in the cosine of the angle they give me, the sine of the angle they give me.